welcome to another Thursday night live stream with your host, JayC. And tonight, we'll be joined by Toynewman.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Thursday night live stream. We got a lot to talk about tonight. So we got X-Men 97, Masters of the Universe, Simpsons, so a whole bunch of things to talk about tonight. And I'm bringing in my buddy Toynewman. He's joining us tonight. So let me bring him in. Hey, what's up? Oh, gotta turn his mic on.
I forgot to turn the mic on.
There we go.
Go!
What's up?
Go.
How's it going?
It's going.
Well, that's descriptive.
That's about where I am today. It's going. I'm like
busy day.
I'm like Korg. Another day, another Doug.
I mean, you got to sit through what was it? 2 hours worth of Mattel.
I got to see them unbox every single 8-ball figure that they sold.
Well, you bought a Masters of the Universe one, didn't you?
I did, and I bought the Uno game.
I was gonna say, it seems like kind of a waste to the adult collector to be like spending it on that kind of stuff, but I guess it worked because you bought some of that stuff. So
well, I had a Magic 8-ball as a kid, so I was like,
everybody had a Magic 8-ball as a kid, but
this is a He-Man Magic 8-ball. I was like, I gotta have that.
I mean, it was nice. I liked how you could take the 8-ball off the figure, and like we can even go look at it.
Oh, yeah, it was a busy day today. A lot of Star Wars drops for a stream that showed us stuff that didn't come out.
So the new Horde Trooper.
Yeah.
That was obviously, in my opinion, the coolest thing they showed off today.
I'm going to need 2 of those.
It was kind of like, okay, we're only showing these couple of things here, but then be back on Tuesday when we release a bunch of images.
They played it off like it was a Mattel showcase, but it was really a Mattel creation showcase. And it took me 3.5 hours to realize that.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of were like that, but I mean, you would think if you're going to put that all together.
Huh.
So there's the He-Man 8-ball.
It took 4 hours before I realized that the 8-ball came off the stand.
Well, that's why they showed it to us.
Oh, there's the worst character in the world.
But they call this the George Clooney of the He-Man match.
That guy is gonna sit.
I don't even know who is this guy. You said he was part of the Classics line.
Yeah, Geldor.
I mean, what's his story?
I have no idea. I never read those Scott Knight bios. To me, he was just Mr. T in Masters of the Universe Classics.
Well, he's a white dude, so.
No, he was pretty tan on the Classics version.
Yeah, it looks white there. I don't know.
That's because they have him in those bright lights.
I've seen this. I remember seeing this guy before, but I don't know.
I have the Classics version of that too.
They said this was like the original concept for Skeletor, I think.
Yeah, Demo Man.
Another look at the Horde Trooper. And they didn't even tell us when this is going to be available. It's just like, okay, here it is.
Only Extendar, who they didn't show.
Yeah, we saw images, but that would leak out.
Yeah, but then they just tell us, yeah, Extendar's coming in the summer.
Well, and they teased those one figures the other day, and then they barely showed them. I mean, we got some images.
Yeah, because you and I found them and took them.
This popped up on their screen for 2 seconds.
I want that Cringer.
I stopped collecting Masters of the Universe Origins, but I gotta say I'm tempted to get that just for Cringer.
I'm getting it just for Cringer because every Cringer I have is like a brick.
It would be great if they did a Masterverse version of Cringer like that. And then there's our glimpse of the animation Evil Lynn figure.
With no cape.
And then they showed us Most of these are out, right? Except for McFarlane and
Yeah,
Adam.
Superman and Stratos just hit other stores besides Big Bad Toy Store, and there's their butts.
These didn't load up right. But yeah, so. But then we had mysteriously leaking out last night
Was the Turtles?
were those turtles of Grayskull, which they mentioned.
Look, nothing beats that Voltron right there that you just scrolled by.
Uh,
The little people's Voltron.
Did you? Was this released today or
This summer.
this summer?
I couldn't tell the actual Voltron is made from cardboard or plastic. If he's made from
That's cardboard.
that's a no-go then.
Yeah, that's like the packaging.
But supposedly when you open that box, all 5 pilots are in there.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a cool concept, but and Masters of the Universe Una.
I'll be playing that.
But then we got so these mysteriously leaked out last night.
My favorite thing in that whole list is Hordak because he's just Hordak.
Well, that's how wasn't that how some of like Shredder was pretty much just Shredder.
I do like that Ninja He-Man.
You can't see it very well. Stealth Ninja He-Man. Yeah. And Casey Jones.
That is the stupidest figure in the whole. Ugh.
What is it? Rock?
I hope they call it Rock Bob.
Well, let me see. Well, the name was Bop Steady.
Oh, that's even better.
So that's Bop Steady.
The fact that we're getting that figure before Too Bad is even funnier.
And then Leo, Stealth Leo. Leatherhead's pretty cool.
I guess his head is huge. There's your frog.
Michelangelo. That first image, all I saw was the nose and the wig, and I thought it was one of the frog characters.
He looks like Donald Trump.
Splinter. That's the most muscular I've ever seen.
I was just about to say that's Swole Splinter. A Splinter.
That's like Splinter on steroids.
The WWE Splinter. I don't like this line. That's awful. She has no neck.
Tila is the sorceress. Or not Tila, but April O'Neil.
I think somebody asked if all the Masters of the Universe origins are Mattel Creations exclusive. That's all of them except for the Snake Men and those cartoon ones.
The animation ones those are available.
No, but just like Demo Man and Geldor and all them, those are all MC exclusive.
Yeah. Well, I think the line is, and it seems like Masterverse same way, where it's pretty much most of them are becoming Mattel Creation exclusives. We
still have to find out where Tiny Hordak's coming out.
The turtle one there?
No, the one from Masterverse.
Oh yeah.
He's tall.
They didn't show. I'm sure that'll be revealed on Tuesday.
I think that was just an optical illusion because Mechanic is so close to the Edge Frog.
Yeah. And when I first saw this image, it was on my phone, and I couldn't, because it was in a video, one of those stupid Instagram videos, and I couldn't enlarge it. So all I saw was the nose, and then the wig. So I was like, that looks like a frog, not a turtle.
With Wembley from Fraggle Rock.
Yeah. and I couldn't see Skeletor's face, so I was like, oh look, it's Shredder. I
argue with you that for 20 minutes. Like, it's not Shredder.
I'd forgotten they had done Shredder already, so.
He also has a ramrod on the end of his nunchucks. That one
looks pretty good. But see, like, I'm going to wait until we get the version where she combines, like, all three snake, the light, and the dark. And
I need more.
I don't know what they called her in that version, but they're going to do a figure of that, so that's probably the one I'm going to get.
I
And
need
then like Hordak, if they don't do like Hordak when he turns into a rocket from the cartoon, then
Well, I just don't understand why they put Mechanic so close to the camera so it looks like Hordak's like 4 feet tall.
I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I just feel like out of the that was my least favorite look for Hordak in the cartoon. Like when he puts on the armor and starts fighting Skeletor, that's the Hordak I want.
Someone's asking if we have any idea when the Barry Allen Flash figure's coming out.
Do not.
That's a Target exclusive. That's like pissing into the wind.
When was that one?
Oh, I found that on Amazon Canada. I don't even think McFarlane announced it yet.
Well then, yeah, who knows? How do we know it's Target?
Because it's red.
Yeah. It's a gold. Was it listed as a gold label figure?
Yes. Sorry, I got a weird message and I have no idea what you're talking about.
You got a weird message saying you have no idea what I'm talking about, or
I got a weird message on our forum, but I have no idea what they're talking about. I think they messaged the wrong person. It just popped up on my screen, so I was trying to get rid of it. There we go.
So, is this the one we're talking about? No, that's
McFarlane, Barry Allen. That's just what I know. McFarlane.
I remember posting about it, but I don't remember when it was.
You post so much stuff that after a while, I'm just like, yeah.
But I don't see it coming up under Flash.
It is. Where the hell is it? I know I posted it. It was in that day where there was just McFarlane reveals all day long. But Vampire Nightwing.
Yeah, I remember. Because you were just finding random.
You're like, where are you finding these things?
Oh, here we go.
You got it?
Well, the Wally West one, right?
Maybe that was it, yeah. Was there a Barry Allen? Oh, maybe he's asking if they're re-releasing it. That figure is hideous.
Well, this is the one we were talking about.
Yeah.
And it is gold label, so probably will be Target.
That thing's made from nightmare fuel.
I mean, there's so many between like all the previews, all the listings. I guess like I lose track.
Usually, I'm the one that remembers. Like when you just asked me about those body knockers from NECA, I'm like, I know I posted something that said knocker in it.
Well, I know we posted similar product before.
Oh.
Well, anyway.
Yep.
I don't know if we answered their question, but
no, we didn't because I read it wrong. Oh, maybe it is. It's any idea about McFarlane releasing a Barry Allen Flash? I swear to God, he did already. But then again, every Flash looks the same to me.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, he's released 50 different Flash figures, so
nowhere near as many Batmans, though.
No, you can't do it. It's like Batman is first, then Superman, and then I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up between Green Lantern and Flash figures.
And Aquaman. He's done an awful lot of Aquaman.
Well, yeah, but not nearly as many as the others, I don't think. And Aquaman had a movie, so
I still haven't seen that.
I haven't either. I don't really want to. As I didn't like the first Aquaman movie, and
I liked it. I don't go to the theater anymore.
I was debating on going to see the new Ghostbuster movie, but I've heard it's pretty bad.
Oh, you're the first person to say that.
What's up?
Everybody that I knew said it was like watching the real Ghostbusters.
Oh, was it? Well, maybe. I mean, I'm just going by what I've seen online, so I don't know anyone personally who's seen it. But
Another person that plays with us, that Superman Red is going to be the Chase figure.
I mean, it's either going to be a Chase, Platinum Edition figure, or he's going to hold off for like a couple of months, and then he's going to re-release that blue Superman in a 2-pack with the red Superman. It's like an Amazon exclusive.
For 60.
It's going to be one of those two options, I guarantee. Let's see. Gnarly. I hate when it does that. Well, Gnarly can barely fudge together a Justice League. Yeah. I mean, we're pretty close to I think we've got most of the team. What about, I don't have a confirmation. I'm still thinking next week, like I mentioned in yesterday's news video. That's just going by I'm going to pull it up.
I'm getting bombed with Hasbro Pulse boxes. I mean, I got my Tombstone. And I got my Angel. Who both shipped after my Wolverine 2-packs that are coming tomorrow. So figure that one out.
I've got Jack-O-Lantern coming. I think Jack-O-Lantern's the only one from that wave, that Spider-Man wave.
You know what really is the pisser? Look, Tombstone's other head, you can't pop it on the other body. It comes with a stiff neck.
That's weird.
So you're shit out of luck if you're thinking about putting the other head on the other body.
Yeah, I got Jack-O-Lantern coming. I don't know when my Angel. I think I have Angel on pre-order from Amazon.
I'm so glad I got him.
I still don't like that smiling head too much, but otherwise it's a.
It looks better in person, and I'm so glad that mine doesn't have the crooked triangle.
Some people's triangle was crooked.
Yeah, so it looked like he was drunk when he got dressed.
All right, so all I can tell you as far as the Shield 3-pack is this one here that says 2 heads are better than 1. So let's put our heads together, and we'll tell you when the item is, or we'll tell you what the item is as soon as it launches. If you sign up for this legendary reminder, so that's why I think that's for Marvel Legend. Hello.
You keep telling me a Triple T's coming, and every day it's something else.
I mean, it's coming. I don't know when Hasbro's going to announce it.
You're like teasing me.
They didn't show diddly in the Transformer live stream today. Nothing that we hadn't seen before. Still no swoop.
Anyway, to you on purpose.
To answer Daniel's question, I'm thinking probably next Tuesday, but Hasbro hasn't said yet. They probably won't until like this weekend. Dan Young will put out some teaser saying a Marvel Legend pre-order next week, and then he'll tell us on what day and yada yada yada. But
I read the McFarlane one that's on the screen there that says you're going to eat lightning and crap thunder. Does that mean he's going to make a Rocky figure or a statue, whatever the hell they do with that movie Maniacs?
I don't think so. What's
that's
Rocky
Mickey's,
have to do with
Mickey's thing to Rocky?
Yeah, I don't think so, but maybe. That sounds like maybe it's another Flash figure.
Maybe it's Barry Allen. You and I try to figure out all these little things, and then suddenly we have like an epiphany, and we're like, oh yeah, it's that.
Okay, do I think Todd will make Superman movie figures?
No.
No, I'd say there's probably almost no chance of that. Though I will tell I could go for even though that movie was horrible, I would actually. It's kind of like Mr. Freeze. It's like I could see myself buying a Nuclear Man figure if he actually did one, but
Me too.
I doubt it. I mean, he's gonna if he starts doing like Christopher Reeve Superman figures in some way, then I might say it's a possibility. But being he has not touched those movies at all, and I don't know, maybe there's some hang-ups with the likeness rates or something. I don't know, but so far he's not shown any indication of going back to old movies like that, other than, of course, Batman.
You just want a Richard Pryor figure.
I'd take a Richard Pryor figure. I doubt he could do Richard Pryor.
That Jumanji Jack Black figure that was on sale for $12 on Amazon.
What?
Yeah, the movie Maniacs, Jumanji, the Jack.
Yeah.
It was like $12 on Amazon.
Daniel, the rumors suggested that. So, Hasbro hasn't shown us the accessories for that set yet. So, that's still a possibility. And the whole two heads. I don't know. The clue that
was he asking if McFarlane would make a Superman 4-pack, like Superman 4, or a Superman 4-pack with 4 different Supermen?
No, he was asking for Superman 4, the 4th Superman movie with Christopher Reeve, to do a Nuclear Man figure.
That was just He-Man on the moon.
That movie was just so bad. Each of those. The first Superman movie was great. The second movie was better. The third movie wasn't as good, but it had Richard Pryor, so it was funny. And then the fourth movie was just terrible.
And the one after that was bad, too.
The Brandon Roth one? Yeah.
I got kicked out of that movie.
Why? What'd you do?
When the kid put the olives on his fingers and they were playing the piano, I was like, come on, this isn't Superman. And the guy comes over and goes, you have to leave, sir.
I think I've only seen that movie once, so I barely remember. I remember it had Cyclops in it.
Oh, that was the other thing. Somebody was getting annoyed because I kept asking my friend, is that Cyclops?
Chris, don't tell Newman that, because...
I got mine today.
Oh, you got yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
The card is so thick, I could probably break a window if I threw it at it.
Where is it? Show it. Let's see it.
All right, hold on. It'll prove that I wear pants while I'm doing
this. Nuclear Man was cool looking. It was fun. Even as a kid, that movie was bad. But I agree that Nuclear Man as an idea was cool, and the outfit didn't look bad, but that movie was just...
It's a lot bigger than I expected.
Isn't it the same size as the other one?
Yeah, but I didn't expect the card to be so big. I could punch this thing and it wouldn't bend.
Well, that's good. I like the Hasbro ones.
30 pounds of bubble wrap from NECA.
Especially since it came from Walmart.
No, it came from NECA.
Still.
But this is the figure that I wanted. The colors like this.
So are you opening those, or are you just leaving them on the card?
No, these are Wallers.
You have the other one too, right?
I didn't get it yet, but yeah, I ordered it.
So that's weird. That one shipped before the other.
I'll probably get Zarek and the dwarf, obviously, whose name escapes me at the moment. The hell's his name?
Any Mary Marvel figures from McFarlane? No, I haven't seen anything about.
I've been too busy playing with this.
It looks cool, but I just 70. Wait, you said that cost $70?
$75 without the discount. Yeah.
I'm just not that big a Simpsons fan, I guess.
I get like the weird glare on everything because of this.
What's the difference between that one and the other one?
Which one? Kodos. One's Kodos and the other one's Kang.
Right, but they're basically the same character, right?
Pretty much, yeah. One was Bill Clinton and one was Bob Dole. Yes, that's Super 7.
Yeah, that's their Super 7 Ultimate.
You guys want to see it next to a regular? Well, it's not really regular, but... There's Homer.
Yeah, I guess I never really... I knew they were 7 in scale, but I never really thought that they were that big.
The boxes were so big, I was like, what the hell did I order from Entertainment Earth? Like, I'm not kidding, Jay. The box was like 15 inches wide by like 12 inches deep.
Did it have an outer box or?
Yeah, unlike those GI Joes that I showed you.
Hey, where's your Zartan?
In the same room with everybody else. He's the worst figure.
He's the worst?
Yeah.
Why?
All right, I'll go get them, but it's going to take me a second, so I'm just going to pause the camera for a second.
All right. He got the new Super7 Zartan and Black Costume Baroness GI Joe Ultimate, so he's going to get those. He showed them to me. I didn't think the Baroness looked very good, but I thought Zartan looked pretty good. Do I think Classified Series will release all those colorful 90s Ninja Force? I hope not, but if the line lasts long enough, I'm sure we'll see all that stuff.
Now, Zartan's cool, right? He looks all right. He's got tiny fists.
Okay.
And the plastic...
He's got multiple hands, though.
Yeah, he's kind of wobbly in his waist. So, like, you get a lot of sexy lady poses, like where his hip sticks out.
Well, they're all wobbly. Like my Destro, the Destro one I got, like, the arms are so loose that, like, he can barely even hold his arm straight forward to hold his gun out.
He might turn purple in the lights in here. He might not. But the joints are not colored.
Yeah, well, I told you that.
And the plastic is weird. You know how, like, Storm Shadow and the other ones were hard? This feels like satiny in my hand, him and Baroness.
Well, I don't know about Baroness, but I was going to say maybe something to do with the color change.
I mean, not for nothing. I mean, it's cool, but he's probably my least favorite one. And then here's, as you called her, Chubby Baroness.
Yeah, I don't know. A Baroness.
She's not black. She's gray. But she's got rubber hair, so she can actually turn her head.
That's good. Are the glasses come off, or are those?
No. And I wasn't dare trying to pop her head off without heating it up.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've just been bombed with pre-orders that I've paid for already.
I gave those Ultimate figures a try, but for the money they cost, I just have not been impressed with them.
I told you, after Zartan and Baroness, I was done unless they make Sarge and Serpentor. I like that. Down with the thing.
Super7. I like their Thundercats line. I thought they did a really good job with Thundercats, but
except for no, I can't remember his name. The snowman. He has those tiny little pegs that hold his legs on.
Yeah.
And
I didn't get that one.
And Groon has terrible hips.
But the G.I. Joe line, it's a complete disappointment for me.
If I cough a lot, my allergies have just been the pits the last 3 days.
All the weather changes.
Well, we're all getting marinated here in pollen in the south.
Yeah, see, I'm with Judge Dredd. Just too basic for $55. And, like, accessories that they include, well, I get they're, like, cartoon-centric, but, like, how do you give us Destro without a weapons case? I'd much rather have, like, a weapons case than, like, a head sculpt with lava on it and a sander. I get what it, I remember the episode that's based on, the Pyramid of Darkness one, but I don't really need that.
Baroness has the best female face, if I can get it on camera without... I mean, out of all the ones I own.
Scarlet was actually not bad.
I didn't get her. I just did Cobra Commander, Destro, those guys. All the stand with Skeletor and Evelyn and Snake Mountain.
Scarlet, the ones I have, I actually would say maybe it was one of the best ones that they've done. Though, like, I had to glue her. She comes with the arrow quiver thing, and the little strap when I tried to put it around her shoulder broke, so I had to glue that back on.
To get Kodos and Kang out of the plastic tray, I had to cut it with, like, a knife. And not just, like, an X-Acto knife. I had to, like, use my Swiss Army knife to cut it out of there. I agree with Judge Dredd. The giant bugs down here suck.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't live in the South.
The Super 7 company
MK,
lied about back metal.
MK asks about that McFarlane Kickstarter every week. No, you know what, dude? I gotta be honest. I don't think we're ever gonna see that Kickstarter. I don't know what the deal is with it, but
You'll have a better chance of Todd making a comment about that AI artist.
I don't think he's gonna comment on that either. John, a hooded figure. What, Cobra Commander?
Yeah. Only Baron Zemo gets a hood.
Is Super7 the company that lie about doing back metal? I remember some drama about that. I don't remember that one. Rich is laughing now, so he must remember.
They said they couldn't do it, and then he found a way to do it.
Do it for what?
Silverhawks. I will say, Silverhawks are the worst toys that I own.
Well, wasn't that like, he sold the one actual license that Raymond Toys ever got for themselves was the Silverhawks license from Super 7. And I don't own the Raymond Silverhawk figure or the Super 7 one, but from the pictures, the Raymond toy one looked so much better than the one that Super 7 did.
The only vac metal one I'm thinking about getting, but I'll wait and see if it goes on discount, is Bluegrass, because that's the one I had as a kid.
I don't remember Super 7 showing off vac metal Silverhawks. So was that like?
Yeah, you were in Florida when they did it. It's I can't remember. I think it's Quicksilver, the chick whose name escapes me, Monstar in toy colors, and Buzzsaw in green toy color. That's the wave.
See, I've never. I mean, I've just not. I never watched Silverhawks, so I know virtually little to nothing about these.
I know more about the theme song than I do the show.
I don't know why, but Silverhawks was just not a show I ever watched as a kid, and I never had any of the original toys.
But they had originally said they couldn't do vac metal, and then all of a sudden he found a way to do it.
So what you're saying is Raymond showed him up by doing a better-looking Silverhawk figure, and then they had to come back and do one with vac metal.
I am getting the Ramen Toys Batmobile window when that shows up, so I can make have that gray thing.
Makes no sense to me since you have the corrected Batmobile from McFarlane Toys.
And my shiny one will have a nice window, and my correct one will have guns on the side of it and a gas cap. Yes, I have two Batmobiles.
I have both of them too, but I didn't open the 86 one.
86? Where were you living? 89.
89. Yeah. All the 80s, they blur together.
Ramen Toys Silverhawks are not vac metal. I don't even know they made Silverhawks. I didn't even know they made Silverhawks. Was it called Silverhawks, or was it called
he had the actual official license. Like Super 7 owns Silverhawks, and it's legitimately the one actual license that he went out and got from Super 7 to do a figure of. So it was an actual officially licensed Silverhawk figure. He only did one, the main guy. I only saw the images, but I thought his looked pretty good compared to the Super 7 one. But I don't know. It seems like him and the guy who runs was it Ramen? I always say Raymond. Ramen. I guess was it?
Think of it like ramen noodles.
Ramen noodle. Yeah, but that guy seems to have gotten into it with Brian Flynn, because I remember when the guy was like, "Oh, guess what? Super 7 has the mask license." Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that.
I can't see them making mask toys because who would want them without the cars?
Yeah, and Well, I was gonna say, has Super7 ever done a vehicle? But they have. They did Thundercat. They've done a couple Thundercats.
I could kill someone with that thunder tank.
Yeah. And they did the Sky Cycle thing.
And soon everybody will have Cat's Lair. I did not buy Cat's Lair. I stood strong.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't. I have no room for it, so there was just no point in getting it. And look, I was tempted, like you. I was tempted to get the Cat's Lair, but
My Silverhawks came right out of the package and went right into a bin with Flint and Lady J. That's how much I hated them.
Ivan says I pronounce it how it's spelled. Ramon. Ramen.
It's Ramen, like ramen noodles.
I never ate ramen noodles in college either, so.
You're lucky. They make good noodles though, if you're making something.
Oh, I mean, everybody, when I went to college, I mean, that was like a staple meal for people, but.
Yeah, because everybody was drunk and hungover. Now people go to school for school. Crazy people out there.
Ramen is making a they're making
Machina.
knockoffs.
Yeah, Machina. Noodles
Is
are
that
bad.
what they're calling it?
Yeah.
Machina?
Yep. I think that's Japanese for motorcycle, isn't it?
I have no clue.
Oh, whenever I hear the word Machina, I just think of the unfinished lineup of toys I have from Todd McFarlane for Vox Machina.
Yeah, you were bitter they didn't finish those.
Bitter is not even the word. I got booted from the live stream for asking that constantly.
Which live stream?
One of the ones he was asked where you're allowed to ask questions. I was typing in. Next thing I know, it says you are not allowed to comment.
You get kicked out of a lot of.
Because I don't have a filter. You know that. I'm a good boy when I'm on screen. Machine. There you go.
Let's see what else we got to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, well,
We're teaching
What's
everybody the languages in the comment section here.
well, and I don't think people realize that, like, a lot of this stuff, like, yeah, I freely admit that, like, I butcher a lot of. I've never been great with names, so I definitely butcher names. But you don't really think about, like, a lot of these things where you say it in your head, but you don't really ever, like, very often with these names, you don't hear people actually say them out loud. So you read them and you read it in your head, and then you kind of just get it in your head. That's what it is. And then you find out later, oh, that's not how you pronounce it. And I'm like,
I never
okay.
heard you say the word Dalsum ever again.
And that's a great example. When I was in high school, when the Street Fighter 2 video game first came out, Dalsum, you know, and it wasn't like if you said it, somebody, you know, the guy you were playing with wouldn't go, oh no, dude, that's not how you pronounce it.
That's the internet age now. Got to correct you. Just like
we all just called
sure
it.
You know how to say every wrestler's name correctly, so you don't get that in the comments.
Wrestling names, Dragon Ball. I hate whenever there's Dragon Ball Z news because I'm like, oh god.
No, I just laughed when I was sick and you had to say Asuka's name and you called her Asuka.
For who?
For Asuka, the wrestler, and you called her Asuka.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like wrestlers from the 80s and 90s, I usually get those names right because that's when I used to watch wrestling. But modern day wrestlers, yeah, I don't watch wrestling anymore. So if they have a weird name, I'm probably going to butcher it.
Judge Dredge thought you were trolling when you did that stuff.
No, it's more just... It's more that, to me, like, if I mispronounce it a little bit, it's not the end of the world. And I mean, I'll also be honest with you. It's not like I deliberately mispronounce the names, but I don't go out and like try and study the names either. Like I'm not going on you. Okay, what is the correct pronunciation for the name? But at the same time, if you want somebody to be engaged in your video, say something incorrect, and you'll get like 20 people who will correct you.
You know what? My favorite thing. You ever watch Toy Hunters when it was on? And he called it Dark Seed in the whole show for the entire show, and they got like thousands of comments on Facebook that is Dark Side.
Well, or like the last Hasbro live stream with the Kazar wave. And I was like thinking, I was like, that's not how I pronounce that name. But I'm thinking like, but I'm sure Marvel told them the correct pronunciation, so I must have been mispronouncing it. But then like I was watching the X-Men the other day with the episode with Kazar in it and stuff, and I was like, no, I was right. That I was pronouncing it right. The Hasbro guy mispronounced the name.
I've always called him Quasar.
Kazar?
Yeah, I've called him Quasar.
Well, there is a Quasar, but he's a totally different guy.
It's just like I like to say the word figure, and there are other higher up people in toy companies that don't say the word figure.
Figure. Yeah, you and say I have sympathy for them because it's like I'll say Hulk Hogan, and I'm just
a lot of people say Hulk Hogan.
Right, I know it's Hulk, like the Incredible Hulk, but when you're just like speaking, it comes out Hulk Hogan. So anytime I say that, I get somebody on the comments that goes who, you know.
But just remember, Ultimate Warrior cut 2 whole promos calling him Hulk Hogan.
It flows out of your, you know, it's Hulk, like the Incredible Hulk, but when you say Hulk Hogan, it comes out. You know, I guess it's because like the double H's or something. But
we could be listening to those live streams, and I'm getting you those images, and as soon as I hear the word figure said,
you're like, you're like making fun of it. But I'm like, nah, dude, don't make fun of him because
I'm not making.
How it feels.
It's like it gets in my ear, and it's like nails on a chalkboard. I don't say everything correctly, but it's figure.
Well, and I'm sure they know it's figure, but when you're just speaking, it comes out, you know, it just kind of like blurs together.
I still think Todd does it on purpose.
Yeah, Todd does.
He knows it bothers me.
Gnarly Charlie says, let's get to X-Men 97.
I haven't finished up 2 yet.
You haven't finished?
No, I told you I was watching wrestling last night.
Well, you said you...
I stopped
when telling me stuff about the episode today.
I stopped Wolverine to take Jean to the hospital because I couldn't stop laughing.
That was episode 2?
Yeah. I couldn't stop laughing at that. He looked like he was ready to fight Apocalypse.
Oh, man. I was going to bring up Morph, and...
It's okay.
I don't know.
You can.
Okay.
I
mean, you saw some of it with Morph. But the way he's like, they have him using his powers. He's got. Well, I should, before we get into this, if you haven't seen the first 2 episodes of X-Men, then
sit like that. Like this, you can take your fingers out of your ear.
Or I mean, we're probably going to finish up talking X-Men 97. So if you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, you might want to cut out until you've watched it, because we're probably going to talk about some spoilers here. But hopefully everybody's watched it. I mean, it's only 2 half-hour episodes.
The animation is so much better.
I'm going to give anyone who hasn't watched the first 2 episodes and doesn't want to hear any spoilers, I'm going to give them a minute to exit the stream. But I said this yesterday in my video, but I thought they did a fantastic job so far. I mean, we're only 2 episodes in, so, we'll see how it goes. But so far, I mean, I think they made it as seamless a transition from the original series to this one as you possibly could, with there being like a, almost a 30-year gap between the 2 shows. So, and if, to me, there was nothing, if you were a fan of the original series, there is nothing in these first 2 episodes to dislike. I mean, would you say that's a fair assessment?
From what I've seen, I loved it, except for Rogue's old lady cat lady voice.
Yeah, Rogue to me was as far as voices go, she was the most off. It wasn't bad. It was just like, and I had just watched, like the day before, I watched all of season 2. So, like, I had it fresh in my head how she sounded in the original series. And it is very different in this series. So, it just like, wait a minute, something seems off here.
And
But,
to me,
and like, she's 30 years, like you said, she's 30 years older than she was when, I don't even know how old she was when she did the original series.
to me,
But,
Gambit doesn't sound Cajun enough.
Gambit, I like the original. It's not the same voice actor doing Gambit, right?
No, that guy chose to do Cable in this series.
That's weird. Well, what happened to the guy that did Cable in the original series?
I
Is
think
he
it was.
doing Gambit now?
I think it was also Gambit. The guy. I think he did both voices.
Oh, well, why couldn't he do both voices again then?
Maybe he couldn't get the range for Gambit anymore. Maybe his voice changed. Like Megatron. Megatron doesn't sound like Megatron anymore.
Yeah. But Gambit didn't really bother me. That he was a little bit off. I mean, even Wolverine and Beast, like when Beast first spoke, like when he was in the lab,
It was like he had
he sounded a little off to me. But then as the show went on, he started sounding much more like he did in the original series.
I can't tell how I missed his his weird English quotes.
Yeah. And so, and Cyclops, I mean, Cyclops was, I think, I didn't dislike Cyclops in the original series, but I felt like Cyclops was like the best character in this new series.
Somehow they made him likable.
What's that?
Somehow they made me like Cyclops.
I've always liked Cyclops, but he always gets the shaft.
I always felt like Wolverine. I just wanted to punch him in the gut when I got off the plane.
Well, to me, like Cyclops was the X-Men version of Captain America, but like in the movies and cartoons and stuff, he always just got kind of like seemed to get the shaft. So I was very happy to see him kind of stand out in these first 2 episodes.
Kyle
so
helped to know who Cable's actor was.
Google it and see what it is.
I think Chris Potter is the new Cable, though. I don't know. Everybody had me reading 1,000 things, and I just gave up.
I lose track of who voices who. You said you didn't like Jubilee, but I thought Jubilee actually was better. This new voice actor for Jubilee was better than the original. So
I missed the old voice.
And I mean, they were very similar to me. Like the new actor. Here's what's kind of funny: the new actor playing Cyclops and the new actor playing Jubilee, to me, sound closer to the original voice actors than like Rogue, who is the same voice actor, does. From the old show to the new show.
I thought Magneto sounded good too for a new voice actor.
I thought that's the same actor. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
Check that, because if that's a new actor, then yeah, once again, he did a fantastic job. It was hard to tell about Charles Xavier because all we had was like Morph impersonating him so far to go by.
Okay, Matthew Waterson is Magneto in this show. Let's see who Magneto was in the other X-Men show. Tom Kane was the voice of Magneto in the original one.
Then yeah, I agree with you. New actor did a great job with Magneto. Did you look up Gambit?
Yeah, Gambit was Chris Potter in the original one, and Chris Potter is now Cable in the new show.
Well, who did Cable in the original show?
Oh, I didn't look that up. I think somebody may put that in the comment section.
Lawrence Bain was Cable, not Gambit, in the original show, according to Kyle.
Yep.
So I wonder what happened to
Chris Potter is now Cable. So I don't know what happened to Lawrence.
Well, I wonder why they didn't do, like, since Cable's not a regular, I would almost thought that Chris Potter could have done both, but.
And if I remember right, Tom Kane had a stroke in 2020. He was the guy who did Yoda's voice in Clone Wars.
Yeah, the actor who played Cyclops the original one passed away.
Oh, Kyle says it wasn't Tom Kane. See, there's too many X-Men shows, so I don't know. All I did was type in the voice of X-Men, of Magneto and X-Men.
But I thought, so for the new series, Cyclops was great. Magneto was great. Storm was great. I mean, it's the same voice actress, but you couldn't tell. I mean, she sounded exactly like she did in the original series. Wolverine was one of those where he kind of, like, at times he sounded a little off, but then at other times he sounded more like he did in the original cartoon. So
was Bishop the same guy? He didn't have many lines, but
no, Bishop was. I don't know who did the original Bishop, but I could definitely tell that was a different voice actor. The original actor who did Bishop had almost like more of a southern tint accent to him.
Wolverine was probably my favorite part of the show. It took him forever to show up.
Well,
to the
he showed up in that
in the danger room. Yeah,
with Roberto.
Had his head on the floor.
Yeah, the scene with Jean was hilarious. He's like, "Who's there? Who's coming? Apocalypse?"
That's what I mean. He was ready to throw down.
And then when she told him who it was, what it was, he's like, "Oh shit." They said crap, but
that was the best part of it. That was when I turned it off, and then I meant to go back to watch it again, and I fell asleep.
Cal says the original actor who did Magneto passed away.
Wow.
Well, the new guy is definitely doing a really good job. So,
I hate his dinner gloves outfit.
Well, he didn't wear that very long in the comic book.
Well, I hope he doesn't wear it very long in the show.
Like, I remember he wore that outfit when he went to trial, so I guess that's why they put him in that outfit. Because I still have that issue.
And now everybody's an X-Men fan. All I saw on Facebook is people going, "Can anybody got any X-Men figures to spare?"
I've got the Cyclops figure coming from Amazon.
Do you?
It's not supposed to come until like I didn't pre-order it when it first went up, but I was able to pre-order it here more recently. Like, it goes in and out of stock periodically, but I was able to grab it when it came in stock. But it's not going to be here till. And I pre-ordered it before the show came on. I wanted it for the optic blast head for the Jim Lee style Cyclops. But
I've been getting them just to fix up figures. Like, I got the new Gambit. I left him alone in Wolverine, but then I got I got Storm for the body, but I put another head on it because I don't like the Mohawk look.
So, is the Storm? Are the legs good?
Yes, they're like a solid plastic.
Okay, I might get Storm then because
I put the
Storm I have now.
What was it? The cell shaded one when they did those videotape boxes.
I don't have that one, but
yeah, I put that head on because I got it for $12 on Pulse on that body, and
I got the white outfit one that was on the retro card back.
Yeah, I had that one too. I gave that to my friend.
The knees won't hold the weight of the figure, so
yeah,
I literally have her leaned up against Professor X's chair so she doesn't fall over.
Some reason Rogue is the hard one to get, and I thought that was my least favorite figure.
I'm good with the Rogue I have.
I have the Target retro one, where they actually made her look like a woman instead of whatever the hell the other one was.
You're thinking about the Toy Biz one?
Yeah, that one was awful too. But the first Hasbro Marvel Legend one I didn't like either.
Yeah, I need to get Nightcrawler just because I need a second Nightcrawler, and I may get Executioner because after watching him in the cartoon, I'm actually.
You know what's funny? When I told you I was buying all those figures, you were like, "Oh, you don't need those. You already have them." Now here you are buying them.
Well, I'm not buying all of them, But I need Storm because, like I said, the legs on the one I have are terrible. So if you're gonna swear to me that the legs are good on the new one,
I have mine standing on top of Cable, and she don't fall.
and like I said, I got the Cyclops one because I knew I was gonna get Cyclops, and then he sold out really quick everywhere. So that's why I pre-ordered it.
How do they have all these figures made and available, but half of them are sold out now before the show even came on the air? That just seems like bad planning.
Oh, they pull back they're not producing them in as large number because they don't want them going on discount at the end of the year.
Well, didn't they think people are going to want these?
I don't know. I mean, they may have been thinking, the show wasn't going to do well. I mean, all these people saying it was woke and everything, they may have been afraid the show was going to do badly. I don't know.
I can't decide if I want to get Jean Grey. I mean, I already have 3 other Jean Greys.
Yeah, I don't plan. I mean, Jean, the legs on Jean aren't great either, but I don't know if I'm going to get her. But I got Cyclops already.
I got Cyclops too,
and I'm gonna get Nightcrawler. I might get Executioner.
I can't pull. I put him in the cart like every other day, and I just can't pull the trigger.
Like, I'm good with my Bishop. Like, I like the Jerry Curl version of Bishop.
I put that head on the X-Men animated body.
And I got
You want to see it?
Wolverine. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. If all this stuff falls, you're going to hear a very loud curse.
All right, we won't laugh at you if it all falls.
Come on, Bishop. Don't be a jackass. I'll just put this
Did you mix your... Is your G.I. Joe shelf also sharing with Action Force? Is that why I'm seeing, like, shields and stuff?
Just the Swarm Troopers.
Well, that's the head. That's the original head, right?
This is the Marvel Legends Hasbro one that came out, what?
Right. But is that the animated series body?
Yes, it is.
And then
no modification, just heat it up, put it on. Because I hated that other body.
Well,
so I just didn't like it. Looked like mashed potato man to me.
Yeah.
I like the nice streamline and the gun holster, and I just gave him the gun.
The other one had the gun holster.
Yeah, but it was like 55 inches long.
Mm.
But I just
I'm waiting to find out how the hell Cable is, like, just back in the present and on the X-Men team. Because
Cable,
or not Cable, but Bishop.
He failed his mission.
Because he wasn't, like, I've been rewatching the original series and I haven't gotten to the end. But
I'm still here. You can keep talking.
I was just going to say, was Bishop in the present at the end of the original series, and I just don't remember that? Or
I just have this vague recollection, but I sometimes mix the comics with the cartoon at times. And I just remember that he failed his mission in one episode.
Oh. Well, yeah, he was in the Days of Future Past episode, and he came back in time. Well, he succeeded in his mission, but then he went back to the future, and it was still messed up. So then he had to come back again and stop a plague. And Cable was in that episode, but then he went back to the future, but I don't remember him coming back at the end. But maybe he did.
Kyle doesn't like the skin tones on Bishop. I don't see any.
He says your skin tones don't match, man.
Hey, mine match perfectly. They look fine to me on the shelf. That's all I care about. I'm not as nitpicky, you know that. As long as it looks nice, I'm usually happy.
Rashid says he's made too many purchases in the last 24 hours.
Dude, I can't even tell you. I've just been getting slammed with stuff that I had pre-ordered and paid for already, and then the Hasbro stuff was like, well, we're all going to drop it once.
Well, the last thing I got was that McFarlane Hal Jordan Parallax figure, the Amazon one.
That I don't know what it is. I order McFarlane figures, and when I get them, I hold them in my hand, and I just feel disappointment the entire time I'm playing with them.
Well, I haven't even opened it. I'm like, why did I buy this one again? I mean, it does look better than the Walmart one, which I never got.
Except for the Batman and Robin figures, I don't think and the Nightfall Batman, the San Diego Comic-Con one that I got. Yeah. There's very few times I open it and I go, wow, this is fantastic.
I liked my Lobo. I liked my Lobo with Bike.
I take that back. I do like this figure.
See, I don't know. I'm done with Ben Affleck, so.
You're done with him? You had a fight with him?
Well, I mean, he's not in the movie anymore. He's he's done.
He's in Dunkin' Donuts commercials.
He's what? Oh, the
Dunkin' Donuts commercials. But I mean, just yesterday, I had the Sabretooth set, Lilandra, Angel, Tombstone, Jack-O-Lantern, Scarlet Spider, Metalhead, Quick Kick, and Big Boa all get charged to me.
I've got the retro. Well, I just got the Vamp, so that came. I love that.
I canceled mine. I was like, I don't need this.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I fit it. I got it in my case with all the other figures, so I found a spot for it. But I've got the retro Duke and Scarlet and Recondo shipping from Big Bad Toy Store, along with the Techno Viper and Jack-O-Lantern, the Marvel Legends Jack-O-Lantern. So those will be here like this weekend or early next week.
Maybe I'll videotape for you me throwing my old Jack-O-Lantern in the garbage can, because that's exactly where it's going with Duke.
And then I'm still waiting on like Big Boa, Quick Kick, Airborne. Those have not come into stock at Big Bad Toy Store yet, so I'm waiting on those. I'm waiting on Sabretooth and Angel.
Oh, I can't wait for Sabretooth.
I think those are on pre-order at Amazon, so those haven't shipped for me yet. Like, I'm jealous you got Angel, even though you haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, I know. Why we got it 10 minutes before we went on live?
You can open it right now. Open it up.
Sure, if you don't mind here. Oh. Yeah, I'm old school 90s. Take a scissor and cut the tape.
Early Charlie's got a lot of... Well, yeah. Waiting on Amazon. Yep, I'm with you there. Charlie says, you better not throw figures away. That's a no-no.
You know how many times Jay yells at me when I tell him I chucked that shit? There's his alternate head.
You're right. It doesn't look as bad. Though I think your triangle is a little crooked.
It's not as crooked as Robo's. Whoa. It comes with 2 hands that I'll throw into a drawer and never see again.
You got to put the open... I prefer the open hands over the closed fists.
Oh, I'm a fist guy. It's pretty cool.
Let's see the wings.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't break. I have no luck with figures lately. Especially Legions.
Did you catch when Morph turned into Angel?
Yeah. I thought of you when it happened. I was like, oh, look, he's in the blue.
You know Hasbro's got to do a figure now with the blue head and
blonde
hair.
This is all I need. I like the red one. Oh, this doesn't stay in at all. That's great. There we go. That's pretty fucking badass.
So do the wings stay on there good?
Yeah, you just gotta give it a little hoss, as Brian Flynn would say.
Can you like do them all the way back?
Yep. It's just like the other one.
Oh. But you can't fold them up or anything though, right?
This is about as folded up as they get.
Yeah. Is he top heavy?
I don't know. I haven't stood them up yet. No, but I don't have them extended. Let me see how they are when they're extended. Because most likely I'm just going to thumbtack him with some string. And no, he stands up great. Look, nice. My hands.
Yeah, I think Hasbro did a good job. How are the joints? Are they all nice and sturdy?
Holy sh! He's got some stiff knees. If I break, there we go. Everything seems pretty good. Even his waist joint is it's got the clicky joint.
Oh, nice.
He can look all the way up, which Spider-Man can't even do.
That's nice. Yeah, that could be that definitely looks like could be a contender for figure of the year.
Marvel Legend of the year for me, maybe. I have to wait till Sabretooth gets here. Well, I might as well open up Tombstone while I'm doing this.
I didn't even get Tombstone. Or at least not yet.
I don't understand why the G.I. Joe retro cards are so thin and everybody else's cards are.
Well, the new ones are supposed to be thick.
You'll have to tell me because mine haven't shipped yet.
Yeah.
Not here yet.
Next week.
Oh, now this is Tombstone. Not that other garbage that they gave us.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
I told you that.
Kyle doesn't care about 90s Angel. He wants a Kirby style first appearance Angel.
I mean, look at the head. That's so weird. Like, is this the first Marvel Legend that's had this?
I don't know, but it's definitely not. I mean, usually that joint is a completely separate piece.
He has, like, very little head motion. Like, he can go a little back and a little forward. You know, usual side to side, but it's very, it's a guy in a suit, so. He comes with 2 hands and a crowbar.
Yeah.
Let me get the old one. I'll compare them for you. Oh.
That's right. You mean an updated Archangel? Because unless you mean in that outfit, because they've done Archangel before, but they haven't done.
Can you get him on screen?
Yeah, I see him pretty good.
I just don't like.
Pretty. I don't like that outfit, but the heads look pretty similar.
This is like OnlyFans Tombstone, and this is Gangster Tombstone.
I have the first appearance of Tombstone in the comics.
Do you?
Yeah.
But I'm so glad they made this version because this is the one that I knew.
He basically was terrorizing Robinson.
And I had to cancel the Daredevil pack with Hydro Man. Just too much. It was too much money to spend on action figures all at once.
I didn't get that one.
He has, like, no stomach joint, though.
Oh, he's wearing a suit.
Yep. He's got better leg motion than Spider-Man.
Like, how tall is he compared to, like, Spider-Man? That's pretty good size.
Yep. This might not be the right head on this body. I'm notorious for... I like my Spider-Man to have big eyes.
Yeah. Rashid says I'm with Rashid. I may have to grab that one at some point.
It's pretty.
Charlie's a good. Yeah, Robbie. Like he wasn't really Spider-Man's enemy. He was Robbie's enemy. Like he was Robbie's bully.
But like next week at this time, you and I'll have a plethora of figures to show.
Well, I'll have. I don't know when my Angel and stuff's gonna ship.
Angel is he's a pretty awesome figure.
I'm gonna hang him. I'm gonna probably hang him.
Well, that's what I have. I have Archangel. Now I need an Archangel with a head that actually looks nice, because the one that they gave us, I don't like.
So, do you have the Archangel with the blonde hair head?
I have both of them. I have the one with the blonde hair, and then I have the one with just the smooth hood head, which I just don't see anywhere. It's around here somewhere.
If you have the blonde hair head one, see if it fits on that body.
Yeah, hold on. This one, right?
Yeah. So does that head fit on the Angel body?
Let's find out. Yep.
Sweet.
No giant neck, nothing.
That looks pretty good.
Might as well put on the other head to show everybody.
Well, I don't think you ever wore that outfit with the smiley head. Yeah. I don't like that head as much, but still, overall, it's a great figure.
It looks like he wants to do my taxes. I don't know. I kind of like this one. I might keep it on him because all my figures look like they have to go take a huge shit. They're all like,
All right, so I'm gonna play this clip from X-Men '97.
Okay.
That shows off Morph using his powers. So, if you haven't seen the episodes, look away for a few minutes.
Look away! Look away!
Look away. If I can find it here. Yeah, here we go. All right.
Coming out.
So, Morph has got to be like the most powerful mutant out there, because apparently he can not only mimic what people look like, but he can mimic the abilities of anybody he assumes.
I assume with these angel wings, we'll be getting a mimic at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically Morph is kind of like Mimic, but me, it's kind of an interesting take on the character because, I mean, like I said, he could be as powerful as Magneto if he assumed, it's like if you can basically copy anybody's powers, that makes you probably the most powerful mutant on the planet.
I'm putting in the other hands for you. See, I always feel like the Hasbro open hands, they look like giant, like I'm going to take all your apples out of this basket hands.
I like the open hands.
They just look gangly and big. Like the opposite of my Zartan figure with his tiny baby hand.
I think they look pretty good. I'll usually do one hand, one closed fist, and one open hand.
Like he looks like, give me a hug, Jay. I don't know. I wish they had given him like a hand like that. I mean, I'm sure in the bucket of hands that I have a pair of white hands that'll fit this. But I'm sticking with the fists. This is a pretty nice figure, though.
Warren Worthington doesn't pay taxes.
I didn't say he pays taxes. He wants to do my taxes. And no, the triangle is straight. It has gloss paint on it for some reason.
Nah, it's a little crooked. You can see it kind of veering off to the side.
Maybe he had a rough night. You don't know. Why would he have that anyway? Like, how do you keep that little piece of fabric on your nose?
I was just thinking.
But I just can't wait to get rid of that saber tooth on my shelf. I don't even know if my saber tooth. I think my saber tooth is a mix of like different figures. I'm not taking it down because he's a load-bearing figure.
So did you see that clip of Morph? Did you see the clip of Morph?
I watched in the show, yeah.
So, I mean, to me, it's like, it's really weird that they made him so powerful. Though I guess that would explain why Mr. Sinister took such an interest in him. So.
That's what I told you. I mean, Mr. Sinister always wants powerful mutants, so... Now you got me all distracted. I'm looking at my toy and not paying attention.
Yeah, we noticed.
I'll put him down.
Gnarly Charlie says we need Spider-Man 90. I agree. We need a whole MCU animated universe.
Only if Venom drives the truck.
Spider-Man, we need Fantastic Four, we need X-Men.
Do we bring Mark Hamill back to be the Hobgoblin then?
Why not? He's not doing Joker anymore, so...
Actually, him and Kevin Conroy make a appearance in the third Crisis movie I read.
Yeah, I think it was his last appearance, but...
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, we need all of that. If we get some like cameos from the Avengers or things like that, I'll be excited.
I'd like to see Captain America again in X-Men. He was in it the first time, right?
In a flashback episode, but yeah.
Yeah, the Wolverine, right? Was that it?
Yep.
Then they did that movie scene that was just kind of like the same.
Movie scene.
In that movie where Deadpool wasn't Deadpool, he looked like Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
Captain America wasn't in that.
Captain America wasn't in there, you're right. See, I told you, things all blend together for me now. This is like
Charlie says, these shows will be. So that brings a good point. So with the X, like you said earlier, like everybody's loving the new X-Men show. So now they're running out and buying like the figures, and I think that's what's been missing from Marvel Legends since Avengers Endgame. Is people just have not been enthused about Marvel stuff. You know, it was the movies, but now it's the cartoon, which is how it was in the 90s.
people forget that.
Marvel couldn't put together a good comic book movie to save their life back in the 90s, but in the early 90s, but they had awesome cartoons. So
I just think it's poor planning to not have all of series 1 and 2 available right now.
Well, you can still get them.
You can get everybody but Rogue and Gambit on. Is there okay, you can get everybody but Rogue on Pulse, right?
Well, I don't know about Pulse, but
everybody. Well, you don't like to shop on Pulse, but you can get Cyclops and you can get everybody but Rogue on Pulse, and yep, that's it. Because I got Executioner in my shopping cart.
Gambit's in stock at Big Bad Toy Store.
Do they have Rogue?
I'm looking. They have an Epic Heroes Rogue.
Nobody wants that.
Now Rogue is sold out. Looks like on right now on Big Bad Toy Store, Wolverine, Rogue, Madeline Pryor, and Cyclops are sold out.
And there's no Wolverine on Pulse either.
Wolverine was like considered the best figure in Wave 1, I think.
That's my go-to Wolverine. I have like an entire bin of just Wolverines, but that's my go-to.
There's only a... No, that's 4 inches. So on Entertainment Earth, Wolverine is sold out. Rogue is sold out. Bishop is sold out.
It just seems like poor planning.
The first Magneto sold out. Executioner sold out.
That Magneto would be excellent if he wasn't too short.
Is the second one with the dinner gloves, is he taller?
I did not get him. The only figure I got from the second wave was I got Goblin Queen. I think that's it.
At Entertainment Earth, you can still, like, if you want all the figures in Wave 2, you can still order, like, a bundle and get all of them.
Goblin Queen is probably one of my favorite figures. Oh, I got Goblin Queen and Cyclops. Those are the two that I bought. If everybody wonders why I'm looking this way, because that's where all my X-Men figures are. Oh, shit. Jean's falling down. Oh.
So Jean is available on Amazon.
I have the 3-pack version with the animated videotape head.
Yeah, I have the 3-pack version too. Executioner is available on Amazon. Storm is available on Amazon.
I disagree, Kyle. I like the one from the 3-pack with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
What are you talking about?
He said Hasbro has never made a decent Magneto, but I like the one from the 3-pack with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Yeah, I was happy with that one. That's why I didn't get the...
I bought the X-Men 97 one, but only because I had a gift card to Target.
Madeline Pryor is available on Amazon. Rogue's available...
For a little bit more money.
Yeah, from UK Global. I don't know what. So, if you want Rogue on Amazon, she's going to cost you about $34.
I don't think so.
But I'm happy. Like, I'm good with the Rogue I already have, so I don't need Rogue.
Yeah, I didn't get that one because I didn't like the green jacket.
And Cyclops.
I'm pretty sure the market on Beast figures just went up existentially.
I saw somebody begging Hasbro to give him a X-Men 97 Beast.
I think the market for Professor X has probably jumped too.
So, right, Cyclops is the only one I don't see currently on Amazon. But that one's come. Oh wait, here he is. Yeah, so he.
Yeah, but I wanted a brown jacket. I'm answering questions in the...
Yeah, the cheapest Cyclops right now on Amazon is like $37.
He's available on Pulse, though.
But I'm hoping I can take the head sculpt from this X-Men 97 Cyclops with the optic blast effect and stick it on the one with the jacket. Did you already try that?
Yeah, it's got a bobblehead. I wanted to do the same thing because when I got that 3-pack with Jean, Wolverine, and Cyclops, my Cyclops has a blue chip on his nose.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take the regular head and put it on that body, but it's too big.
Gotcha. Do you have your X-Men 97 Cyclops?
Yeah, I don't know if I can get him out, though.
Don't worry about it.
He's tucked behind Professor X and Jean Grey, so if I pull him out, everybody's coming down. Because I just dusted all mine. I can't tell you how much I love the animated Gambit.
What's better about Gambit?
The face, the hair, the body, the hands are the same, the feet, the legs are the same, and the coat doesn't have like that flared out crap. Like it's just straight down. And I have every version of Gambit that they've released because he's my favorite X-Men.
I've never been that huge a fan of Gambit. I mean, he's okay.
But I just like the streamlined look of him. And the pink is nice and bright, so he just pops on the shelf. Who else do I get? I got, I like I have the Toy Biz Nightcrawler and then the last Nightcrawler, so I didn't get him.
Well, I do have the Toy Biz Nightcrawler, but I don't want to use that one. But I have. So I have this one, but I need a second one for my Excalibur team. So
Which one's that? Is that the? Yeah, that's the one I have.
this is the most recent Nightcrawler that they did.
And then I took advantage of that Pulse sale, and I got the 3-pack that came with Banshee, and my Banshee came with no fists.
And the white and the yellow outfit.
And had no fists, so I had to take. I took fists that I had in a bucket instead of returning it to Hasbro.
I refuse to get that because I want green and yellow outfit Banshee, so I want them to re-release that figure, but in its correct outfit.
Yeah, I'd get that too. I'd like an Iceman that's pretty decent too.
A decent what?
Iceman. I have the retro one with the belt.
Yeah, I've got that one.
I didn't realize how many Rogues and Gambits I had, and Apocalypse. Holy moly.
Actually,
I don't know Mr. Cheeseburger, which is a great name. I don't think that G.I. Joe just sells because everybody loves G.I. Joe. I don't know. Army people like G.I. Joe, and it's got a. You still have yours on card? Open that thing up. Let it breathe.
I always like the retro card back ones. I always have a hard time opening because I just like the card backs.
I have the Spider-Man and Amazing Friends one too, where it looks like he needs to eat a few cheeseburgers.
I never got that one. Or wait, yeah, I did.
When they put that shit on sale, it's like early Christmas for me when everything I want's on sale. I cannot put this figure down, dude.
I never opened this one either.
I cannot put this down. I've just been playing with it since I opened it. I love that figure.
Did you get this one? Yeah. Like I have the first one they did opened, but I didn't open this one. But I think it's a great looking figure.
Yeah. I hated those colors in the cartoon, but it looks great on a figure.
Yeah. I'm going to be like the voice actor who did Apocalypse in the original cartoon. Yeah, he passed away. He was like in Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica and stuff. But I thought he did a great job voicing Apocalypse. So it's going to be disappointing. I don't know who they got to take over. But
Mr. Cheeseburger said we're playing show and tell.
yeah. It's fun. It's fun to look at your toys.
I do it quite often. Go ahead.
What were you saying?
I don't know. What'd you say about Laura?
I was just reading Laura's comment. She's plugging Dorklayer going live.
Who's Dorklayer?
Another YouTuber. You should know who he is. He's like one of the four. I think he's like the Four Horsemen's go-to guy for.
Oh, let's not go there. I'm not too happy with my broken toys at the moment, so.
Yeah. You were the guy when the Four Horsemen put up on their Facebook page saying, "Quit emailing us about your broken figures. We'll get to you when we get to."
I definitely think that's because of me. But I've given up. I just decided that I will spend my money elsewhere, which is all I really can do.
Andre said, I agree with. I mean, the Toy Biz Nightcrawler definitely holds up pretty well to even by today's standards. So I agree with you there. But Hasbro did a good job with this one. I think. Yeah, they really.
I mean, I had a run of Hasbro figures that broke on me for a while. Power Rangers. But
I've had very few Hasbro figures break. I mean, again, you get the rubber knees on some of these
that's
figures.
usually what broke on me. Like they would just tear right off.
But I very rarely had a joint just snap off in my hand or something.
I like that. That's what I was laughing at.
That's all right. We're gonna be winding down here in a minute anyway. So.
We both had a long day today.
Yeah, and tomorrow we got day 2 of Mattel reveals. Not that they're gonna reveal too much.
I'm less excited for it now after sitting through it today. Maybe they'll make a CM Punk Magic 8-Ball figure.
They probably will. Some WWE Magic 8-Ball figure. Maybe it'll be Hulk Hogan.
Sad thing is, I'd buy that.
I know you.
I have. I don't know if you can see them, but that shelf behind me, the first row is all CM Punks, and then the one under it is all Hulk Hogan's.
Are you a big CM Punk fan too?
I am. Everybody's jumping on poor Laura.
I'll give her a break. I'm sure she watched for most of the time, so.
Jay, you want me to go over to Dork Layer stream and be like, Jay and Toynewman were just on, check it out.
No.
Because you know I will.
There's plenty of love to go around for everybody.
We all love each other. There's no competitions. At least as far as I'm concerned.
As long as you guys watched, I'm good.
Tonight was fun. I opened some toys. We went almost 40 minutes longer than we said we would.
Yeah, we got an hour and a half. That's our usual time.
I don't mind because, like I said, most of my friends are muggles. They don't like toys.
You're missing Law and Order, but
that's not till 9. I don't watch the other Law and Order with Jimmy Olsen.
All right, well, I think we will go on and wrap it up here, but thank you, everybody who did chime in tonight, even Laura, who came in to tell us about Dork Lair.
And don't forget to go check them out because they're live.
But yes, thank you, everybody who subscribed or, watched tonight, and, well, subscribe to I assume if you're watching, you're probably a subscriber, but I will be back tomorrow with another news video because we had a Transformer live stream today too. We didn't really talk about that at all. Not that they really showed anything we hadn't already seen before. But.
I get all my Transformer news from you.
Yeah. Well, I get it all from T-Formers. I don't do most of the Transformer news. So. I
don't collect much Transformers, and 90% of the stuff that I get is because you and Robo make them sound awesome.
I'm waiting for my Bombshell. I'm waiting for my Snarl. I just got a notification. I have those on pre-order at Entertainment Earth, and I just got an email the other day telling me those have been delayed now until June. So I'm a little peeved about that. I just pre-ordered the new Gears, the G1 Gears that went up for pre-order today. So
I'm nose deep in those AMK Pro YOLO Park. I can't.
You like the yellow part, not
Can't wait
Transformers.
for Optimus Prime to come out. Though I'm a little nervous because Optimus Prime seems to have a lot more parts than Megatron.
Don't lose them.
I'm more afraid I'm going to break them. Like, when I'm putting the pegs in, I'm like,
Are they sturdy?
Yeah, but when you're pushing plastic into plastic, and you feel that tension, and you're like, I don't know, this could go either way.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. As always, guys, stay safe out there, and until next time, we'll catch you later. Thanks for watching today's video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. For all the latest action figure news, be sure to head over to toynewseye.com, marvelousnews.com, JediInsider.com, and tformers.com. And remember, action figures are great,